Yo, real quick, I'm going to become a street fighter as soon as I finish getting hit. You see, I'm trying to hit at least 165 to 170 pounds, pure solid. And I don't care if I have to take a little steroids. You know what I'm saying? They said it make your dick little, but if it make my dick little, at least bitches will stop complaining when I fuck them. Because I just get complaints when I fuck a bitch. That's why I'm not even beat for bitches. So I fuck a bitch and she just complains. Yo, you doing it too hard, you hurt my insides, blah, blah, blah. Don't put it all the way in. It's gonna hurt when you pound it from the back. Could I just turn it from hearing the same shit over and over? Fuck that. You know what I'm saying? My grill already fucked up. Lost my kids. What else could happen to me? I don't give a fuck no more. I don't want to be a fucking junkie for the rest of my life. I'm 34. You know what I'm saying? Still got 6 months before I hit 35. I feel like I'm in the high spot right now. You know what I'm saying? So, if I was, and I am, because I've been doing this, if I'm gonna make it out the hood and make it out the block and start fucking with drugs, because I do fuck with drugs. I don't steal. I don't rob nobody. I don't do none of that shit to get drugs. I work. I've got many hustles, and I always get my own shit. I don't have to worry about walking through the hood and seeing a lot of people, period, like, yo, you owe me this, or yo, you robbed this from me, or nah, not for me. You know what I'm saying? I come with straight money and all that shit. So that shit is out with me. You know what I'm saying? But I will say, I've lived half my life in prison. I have 3 beautiful daughters, which I haven't seen for about a year now. And that reason is because my kid's mother didn't want me around drugs, being around my kids, which means she didn't want my kids to see me high, because I had a real bad addiction. I was the brick mover. I was the nigga with the bricks at one point. She know that. That's when she was staying with me. You know, before I got her that big ass house that she live in right now, and the car she's fucking driving, when I paid cash out of my pocket for that shit. You know what I'm saying? That's when she decided that she wanted to be with me. We had our 3 kids. I thought things was going good. This bitch wound up even taking my car, my nigga. Like, she has my car parked in front of her house, and she ain't doing nothing with it. She got a CDL license, and she don't want me to drive it. Okay, that's self-explanatory. That's all right. But it's still fucked up what she did to me. I played out a bunch of times. I call it even. You know, she got even on me. But not letting me see my kids makes me want to do some crazy shit. But if I do some crazy shit to her, which, like I said, I've done bids before, you know. I spent half my life in jail, so I thought about harming her. But what good am I gonna get by harming her? All that's gonna do is just give me jail time, you know? And then if I do hurt her, I'm not worried about going to jail if I hurt her, you know? But my kids ain't gonna talk to me no more. They're gonna hate me. You know, you did this to mommy, you did this to mommy, that's fucked up. My oldest is 11, you know. She's very smart. She has, you know, she's just, my oldest daughter is just the brightest little girl that I've ever seen in my life. Like, all 3 of them, you know, they're all amazing in their own ways, you know. To me, they were born, because I didn't have my second daughter till 6 years later, that's when I decided to have another one. Not we decided, it just happened. We lost. She got an abortion. The second time she got pregnant by me. The third time she lost it. The fourth time she kept it, which is I call her my miracle baby, because they even told her that it was going to be hard for her to get pregnant again. And then we had our third daughter and our last kid together, and she's 4 now. So what can I say? God blessed me with 3 little girls. And financially, like I said, I went from being a brick dealer to being a no dealer. Rest in peace, my connect. Rest in peace, my right hand man. Rest in peace to half of my customers, because it was real. I wound up losing a lot of people in the streets dealing with these fucking drugs. And I'm making this video because if you're battling with drugs right now, your best bet is to just get off of it, man. I mean, I went from doing 50, no lie. When I tell people this, they look at me like I'm a liar. I'm not gonna lie about it. I don't brag about this to try to be tough or try to be, I went from not doing drugs to selling drugs, and because I was making so much money off selling them, I started doing them. I was like, yo, it was just curiosity got me that one day that I will always regret. I said, let me see why these people go so crazy over what I got. They said I had the best shit in Jersey City, which was true. Right? I did a bag. This shit got me high as hell. I was just like, wow. I was like, this is what Europhobia is, whatever you want to call that shit, long ass word. This is what everybody chases. Like, this shit is crazy. I got it. I can do whatever, how as many as I want. Now, one thing I can say is I never shot what I do. I never shot. Never stuck no needles in my arms. You know what I'm saying? That's a war scar right there. I never stuck no needles anywhere. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like I was saying, it's just best to get off drugs, man. I feel like I'm in a position right now to where as though I don't need it no more. Like, it got to a point where it wasn't even getting me high. I started mixing it with Xanax, not realizing that I was getting my body used to two different drugs that are harmful, extremely harmful when put together, right? I was taking that for granted. I thought I was fucking Hercules, I thought my body can endure whatever I put in it. Unfortunately, I wound up dropping a couple of times. Sniffing, not shooting, sniffing. I wound up dropping a couple of times. And like I said, I lost my best friend, I lost my connect, I lost a lot of good people that was put in my way. But I would like to just say that, bear with me. I want my new addiction to be working on cars and the gym. If me working on cars, because my family has a background of working on cars, so if I decide to do that, I'm gonna take that serious, and I'm just gonna fucking get all ripped the fuck up like I was when I came home from prison. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, if I have to do a little bit of what is that drug that gets you fuck steroids? If I have to do a little bit of that, I'm gonna fucking do it. But I'm trying to be at least 170 to 165 solid, pure muscles from head to toe. And if it shrinks my dick, like I said, it'll probably help me out, because females complain about my dick. They just do. They say my dick is too big. don't like bragging about that shit either. That shit ain't no fucking, you know what I'm saying? I couldn't even fuck a girl. And you know what's fucked up? I fucked many women before. And a lot of guys say this, and they lie. They didn't fuck many women before. I fucked many women. You know, sometimes I used to fuck two bitches in one night, 3 bitches in one day. No bullshit. But I wasn't doing it every day. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't a dirty dick nigga. Yes, I was. I was a dirty dick nigga. I used to fuck a girl. I didn't even fuck. There was a time where I didn't care. You know what I'm saying? When I started letting my baby mother dirty, I got her dirty. I could have gave her something. I could have gave her AIDS. You know? I was just going ballistic in my mind. There was a time where I didn't even know what the fuck I was doing. I will get to that in another day. But for now, I just want to keep it. Like I said, I was a brick dealer. I worked myself up to from doing 2 bags a day to 3 bags to 4 bags, 5 bags, 10 bags, 20 bags, 30 bags, 40 bags, 50 bags, 60 bags, 70 bags, 75 bags. And I never went above 75 bags in one day. Now, they say, what was the purpose of me doing that much? A lot of people don't know how I used to do fentanyl, because that's what I was doing. When I was doing fentanyl, I was putting 4 bags in one, 3 bags in one, and I was just sniffing like that, you know? Then I was doing it for months, probably close to a year. Think about this. My body was getting used to it. So, what I decided to do was, go to a program, which I did. I wound up kicking this shit. Even though I came home and I started fucking with it again, it was nowhere near what I was doing. Like I said, slowly but surely, my money started crumbling. You know, thank God that I at least had the heart to look out for my kid's mother, because she knows, like I know, that if it wasn't for me, she wouldn't have the beautiful car that she got right now. She wouldn't have the house that she got right now. She wouldn't have shit. And I would have been stingy. Bro, I was driving a 97, bro. I bought her a fucking car that was only a couple years old with fucking 40,000 miles on it. I literally went. I only had like $8,000-9,000 saved. And this was for the house. I was like, yo, because we were staying with my mother. You know what I'm saying? It was like, we got to a point where I was like, yo, I have the money now. Start looking for a place. She talked me into getting her a car. You know, you can save it right back up. I was like, all right, now mind you, I had an addiction. When I used to go pick up drugs, which was exactly every 2 days, 4 times a week, I would take my 7, you know, sometimes it was 50, sometimes it was 75 bags, which is a brick and a half. I used to take my brick and a half, you know what I'm saying, and put that shit on the side. Or sometimes I'll take 2 bricks, 2.5 bricks, and put that shit, okay, this is for me. Now check how this shit hit me hard. I was fucking with it, but it stopped getting me high. So I'm just gonna give you a real quick rundown of my life real quick. So now I was just doing it just so I don't be sick, you know? And I was doing it just so I don't be sick. So I started messing with Xanax. I was fucking with the pills, with the sticks, with the bars, official shit. I had so many connects to them, they used to give them to me for cheap. So I started mixing that drug, not realizing at the time that this drug is nothing to play with, especially when you're mixing it with some crazy ass fentanyl, you know what I'm saying? So, whatever, I started doing that, I started getting hooked on that. It got to a point where in my life I needed both drugs just to make it alright, so I can feel better, you know what I'm saying? So, whatever, I wound up cutting down on Xanax, I wound up cutting back on dope. Now I don't even do more than 3-4 bags a day. That's how low I came at dosing myself off. Because a lot of people don't understand that you can't just quit from doing that much. You know what I'm saying? So as everything started to crumble out of my life, so did the drugs, you know? And yeah, you know, now I only do 3, 4 bags. Sometimes I do Xanax only 3 times a week. I do 3, 4 bags the most in one day. The least I do is 2, right? And the pills, I do maybe a pill a day, maybe 3 times, 4 times a week, you know? And I feel like right now, within the next 2, 3 weeks, it's gonna go to nothing. And I want to take you through this journey with me. It's gonna be bad because I'm also doing methadone. So I got my body used to 3 different drugs. And for those that are with me and did the same thing I'm doing, which I'm sure a lot of you guys did, you're gonna see how hard I go through it just from that little bit. But I'm relieved that from my past, it went from being that small. So my sickness and withdrawals shouldn't be nowhere near. Now, one thing that it does to me is it fucks with my mind. I don't get no sleep. Now, if you look up methadone, that's the hardest drug that I'm doing right now. It's gonna be it's gonna be hard to get off, right? So, you know, I'm just gonna leave it up to God. You know, hopefully get some prayers from you guys. I'm gonna do this. Like I said, my next thing is gonna be me in cars. I want to work in cars. I want to own like 2 cars, but I want to build them myself. I have no idea what am I gonna do. I don't know how to build cars, but it's in my background. It's in my background. It's in my genes. My dad did it. My grandfathers did it. My uncles did it. Cousins, so on. So even my aunts drive stick shift cars. I don't fucking know automatics. So does my brother. But yeah, I'm gonna fuck with the cars and all of that stuff. So y'all bear with me. I mean Tito. They call me a lot of names in the streets, Hellboy, you know, shit that I took to prison with me. But yeah, so we're gonna rock, and I'm gonna let you know. You know, I'm gonna keep you updated. At least make one video. Y'all be cool. But always bless your family. Make sure your family's good. You know, make sure your kids is good if you got kids. You know, especially little girls like me. They need that daddy love. You know what I'm saying? So they need, you know, daddy to show them the ropes. And even if you got a boy, which I don't have no sons, but hopefully God gives me one in the near future. But let me see if I can start turning this around. Oh, you can't turn this around? Nah. So hopefully you guys get to see me right there. So like I said, I got a fucked up grill anyway, so it's not like I can get my teeth knocked out in a fight. So just bear with me, you guys. You know, we're gonna do this. I'm ready for it. I don't want to be a junkie for the rest of my life. I don't want to let my little girls down. They still at an age where I can, you know, hop right back in and not have a problem. So you guys have a beautiful, blessed night, and I'll come out with another video tomorrow. Peace.